Alrighty. Time to change the calendar. Oh, how about that? It's my birthday. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and check and see if anybody sent me any Facebook messages about my birthday. Let's take a look here. Alright, let's exit out of this.
Hey, Mike.
Ah! Aaron, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm gonna let you host the show today.
Wait, why?
Because it's your birthday. Good luck.
No, wait, Aaron, Oh, I don't know how to run a show. Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Zach, is that you?
Happy birthday to you.
Zach, not now. I'm not in any mood for any birthday song, so why don't you just go ahead?
Happy birthday, Mr. Co-host.
What is this Mr. Co-host stuff?
It's my gift to you. Enjoy it this week only because then I'm taking it over again. Happy birthday to you.
You're watching Ram TV. Oh, well, okay. Well, I guess I'm the host. I don't even know what to do. I mean, I got to. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ram TV this week. And as you can plainly see, I'm not Aaron Barogan because he's on the road. And well, I don't know what to do. I mean, this is the part where you would normally go ahead and start with the whole intro, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done this before. Will somebody please help me?
Seriously, guys? You can't figure out how to segue into the first segment? Alright, I'm going to show you how it's done. Take notes, please. Final Fantasy XIV's newest expansion, Stormblood's coming out, and here's what they have in store. First of all, two brand new classes, the Red Mage and Samurai. The Red Mage I'm super excited about. This is a hybrid DPS based on casting and melee. I'm super stoked about this, and let's face it, who doesn't love casting a fireball and then running up and bitch slapping the enemy as they wipe the smoke out of their eyes? The Red Mage also is going to be unique in the way it casts spells. For example, you're going to be able to perform chain spells. That is where you cast one spell and instantly you can follow up with another. Of course, then you can shorten the time that it takes to cast certain spells by utilizing that chain spell and raising your DPS. The idea of this class, of course, means you're going to have to be paying attention and strategize exactly how you execute the different actions. Of course, the more you pay attention, the better you execute, the more DPS you put out, and the more likely people are to want you on their team and not kick you out. I've been kicked a time or two. The other class is the Samurai, of course, a katana-wielding badass, and that one is going to be focused on melee DPS. So, like most melee DPS, it's not meant to be tricky, Dragoon aside. Like most melee DPSs, the Samurai is going to wield the katana, which is going to allow you to perform different sword skills, actions, and special moves, of course, by accumulating those various action points. So it's going to be very concentrated in putting together your melee chain combos, very similar, I would say, to like the Pugilist. Of course, one of the big changes coming with this is going to be the way in which the skill sets have been set up. That is, it used to be you have to level up a Lancer to level 30 and an Archer to level 15 to get the Dragoon. Now some of that may be different. What you're looking at here is the fact that you don't have to level up other classes to get access to certain skills, but instead you can actually just continue leveling up your one class. You can keep leveling up your Lancer and get your jumps and backflips and stuff like that without having to bounce over to the Archer and getting them to level 20 or level 30 in order to access some of those skills. I don't know how people are going to feel about this. I know I'm a little on the fence about it myself, considering I spent so much time doing just that now anyone who's brand new to it no longer has to go through what we went through. But at the same time, I get it. It was frustrating to do it the first time. So hopefully this will bring more players to the Final Fantasy XIV universe. Of course, much like Heaven Sword, with Stormblood's new expansion, there's going to be new raids. So I'm very excited to see what these new raids are going to look like. I can't wait myself to get into them. Of course, I'm sure I'm way behind on gear score in order to do it. But again, with new expansions, new stories comes brand new spinking gear, which will boost you up to that level you need to be in order to get into those raids. Anyways, I'm very excited about Stormblood. I hope you guys are too. Leave comments below. Let us know what you think about this brand new expansion. Are you excited to see it? Are you excited to play it? Are you even still playing Final Fantasy XIV? Again, let us know in those comments below. I'm super pumped, and hopefully I will see you in Eorza.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Aaron. I do appreciate it. And also, Stormblood will be coming out later on this summer. So, since we're on the topic of video games, let's head on to Tanner and see what he has to say about this latest release. Tanner, what's going on, bud?
Thank you, Mike. Crackdown 3 is pretty much the same game that we all know and love from the first and second games. It's an open world based game where you're a super enhanced cop that's hell-bent on taking back the city that he's been charged with protecting. He runs around the city in an open world environment, and he takes down the different crime bosses that control different parts of the city. You can start in any one of the crime bosses' territories that you want. You can slowly take them out, or you can rush straight to the boss and kill the boss first, and then take out the goons after that. It's really up to you. You have full control on what you want to do with this game. You're also given different vehicles and things like that that upgrade as you get stronger. Yes, as you kill the mob bosses, you get stronger, and so do your vehicles. They transform, they look cooler, they can learn to fly, and different things like that. But the real difference that comes with this game is its multiplayer. The multiplayer for this game is a 100%, yes, I said it, a 100% destructible environment. Which means that while you're shooting at somebody in a building, that whole building can come down on top of you or the person that you're shooting at and kill them in the same way that it'd be if you shot them in the head. Now, the coolest part of this comes with the trailer. In the trailer, it shows somebody or 5 people shooting at somebody inside of a building. Eventually, they bring down the building on top of the person, and while the building is falling, it decides to take out 2 other buildings at the same time. Or, same thing happens with the bridge. Somebody's standing on a bridge, they shoot a rocket at it, takes the whole bridge out, and the person falls. This, I think, is amazing. I think that the 100% destructible worlds should be in all video games because I feel it makes it more realistic. But let me know what you think. Should Battlefield and Call of Duty follow in Crackdown's footsteps? Are you excited for 100% destructibility in multiplayer experience? Leave your comments below and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this new multiplayer experience that Crackdown 3 is going to bring.
Thanks, Tanner. That was quite exhilarating. I have quite a few notes that I gotta go over, so check out this commercial, and we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back, you guys. Thanks for coming back. And you're just in time, too. It looks like Ray is calling, and he's going to be giving us some information on the latest phone here. So, technology news with Ray coming right up. Let's see here. Hey, Ray. So, what you got for us, bud?
Hey everyone, I'm sorry I sound congested. It's because I am congested. I think it's seasonal allergies. I usually do get them around this year. Of course, because we're transitioning into the summer. So I'm going to try to speed through this so that way I don't sound really bad on your headphones or on your speakers. So let's get right into it. So the first story is that Niantic is making a bunch of money still on Pokemon Go. What do I mean by that? So TechCrunch and a Brazilian newspaper, they ran some numbers, and apparently Niantic gets 15 cents to 50 cents per visitor at their sponsored Pokemon Go stops. What does that mean? So using a 500 million visitor, figure, estimated figure, if it's 15 cents, then it'll be $75 million. If it's at 50 cents, it'd be $250 million. And Niantic has confirmed that it's actually around 50 cents. So that's a lot of money still for a game that, yes, has declined in popularity after the really, really big rush of last summer, but that's to be expected of any big game. And now with Niantic releasing Gen 2 back in February, there's a upcoming gym rework apparently this summer. I still play Pokemon Go, so I still know a bit of what's been happening. They've been doing events pretty much throughout this first half of the year. There was a Valentine's Day one, there's a water festival one. We just got done with a rock type event, and again, this gym rework is supposed to entice people back into the game and surely to have more spins on the sponsored Pokemon Go stops. The sponsored Pokemon Go stops, so you all will know, in Japan would be McDonald's, and here in the US it would be Starbucks and Sprint. Pretty much if you play the game, you've seen the Sprint and Starbucks Go stops, because there's thousands of Starbucks and thousands of Sprint stores. Now, the next story, because I'm trying to rush through this, I'm not trying to sound disgusting right now, is that the Essential Phone has finally been shown, released, well not released, just announced. Now, if you don't know what the Essential Phone is, it is Andy Rubin, who is one of the founders of Android. Yes, the Android operating system. He now has a phone manufacturing company called Essential, and their phone, the Essential PH1, has a 5.7-inch edge-to-edge screen. And when I mean edge-to-edge, I mean the only cutout for the front of the device is for the camera. Everything else is screen. It has a Snapdragon 835 processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and 128 gigabytes of storage, and it's made from ceramic and aluminum, and all that can be yours for $699. Of course, they're placing this in competition with Samsung and Apple, where, come on, let's be honest, they have the market for phones, especially the top tier phones. When you think of expensive phones, you think of the Galaxy S8 or the iPhone 7 Plus. And really any other phone is just, yeah, there's HTC, there's LG. That's sad to say. I remember when HTC and LG were so popular, and now they're just like, we'll just wait for the Samsung. But besides that, the Essential Phone. Do you essentially need it? I don't think so, because at $699, that's a reasonable price for the design, and I will say the Essential Phone is a very, very nice looking phone. But I don't know. But me and Android don't have a good relationship. I don't think I could go Android if I had the choice to. I like my iPhone 6 Plus that I have right now. I'm going to get the iPhone 8 when it is either going to be released this November or early next year. Again, we don't know. We've seen some mock-ups, but whatever. The Essential Phone. Do you like it? Would you get it? I know Aaron's gone for this week, but how about you, Mike? Or you, Zach? Or you, Kevin? Will you all get an Essential Phone? Let us know, and you, the viewer, let us know as well in the comments, but let me stop talking because I'm like so congested. I'm sorry. See y'all later. Bye.
Ray tends to think that this phone is essentially all hype, but if you're interested, the phone is available for pre-order coming up later on this month. Comic-Con is a time where you can meet your heroes and dress up like them too. But one guy takes it way too far when he claims that he cosplayed as the Punisher to sneak in weaponry to take out a Power Rangers star. Zach has the scoop.
A fat dude went to Phoenix Comic-Con and tried to assassinate the Green Power Ranger. That line honestly sounds like the intro for a really stupid joke, doesn't it? But it's terrifyingly real. Let's start from the beginning. As we all know, Jason David Frank, best known as Tommy Oliver, the Green and White Ranger on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, loves to go to nerd conventions all around the country, soaking up the admiration for the coolest Power Ranger ever to grace the show. However, during Phoenix, Arizona's Comic-Con, Frank faced a very real threat. Not a Power Rangers villain, but an actual deranged person who'd come to kill him. 31-year-old Matthew Sterling showed up to the event with 3 handguns, a shotgun, a combat knife, throwing stars, and some pepper spray for good measure, able to somehow circumvent security measures without much incident. Reportedly, and thankfully, a female acquaintance who knew Sterling and saw him making the threats through text messages recognized him at the event and alerted police. Sterling was subdued and apprehended before anything could happen. When questioned, he said he was the Punisher, inspired by Frank Castle, and that he'd come to kill police officers and Frank alike. He claimed to have stabbed Frank in an altercation 15 years ago, and came to finish the job. No stories are available online or otherwise to verify this story, nor that Frank ever suffered a stab wound 15 years prior. So how does this bizarre situation end up? Well, ever trying to play the hero, Frank was part of a press conference and said he's not letting the situation change him.
We can stay focused, but to continue to express ourselves and have fun, because that's what Comic-Cons are all about, is having fun. I will not let this situation stop me from meeting all my fans. I will continue my regular schedule at Phoenix Comic-Con.
However, he did say security measures need to be increased.
First of all, when I say I'm going to be okay, I would like to say everyone will be okay, because I'm not really necessarily worried about myself. I'm worried about other people. Other Comic-Cons that I'm at. When I mean that is, I mean that when we cosplay, we have to cosplay in a proper way. Not to scare people, not to scare little kids. We're cosplaying with certain weapons and things. I think there needs to be somewhat of a screening without delaying the process of Comic-Cons. There's a lot of Comic-Cons around the world that takes hours to get into, but there needs to be some kind of process. We have backpacks, we have other stuff that's not being checked, and, who knows what I can have around my waist at this point. That's what I mean, that it needs to be monitored a little bit.
In spite of everything, he has one message for cosplayers above all else.
We appreciate cosplayers, and we appreciate, don't let this one thing stop you from doing what you love to do, and it's not going to stop.
As for Sterling, he is currently being held at $1 million bond. Court dates are coming up.
Aye. After the incident, of course, Jason David Frank sought out Netflix Punisher star John Bernthal, that's a tough one to say, to show fans that the incident is not a reason to fear the heroes behind the scenes. However, until further notice, all prop weaponry has been banned from Comic-Con. Well, that's all for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and again, thank you for bearing with me. I do thank you so much, again, for all the birthday wishes from everybody as well. This has been a lot of fun. And next week, we got something a little bit different, but I'm going to let Aaron tell you a little bit more about that at the end of this broadcast. So, thanks again for watching. I'm Mike Cook, and be sure to check us out on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, the whole works. And remember that we have a Ram TV every Saturday, and a new Tiny Ram every single day. Thank you so much. I'm Mike Cook. Thanks for watching. And remember, do you Ram?
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure you join us next week for a very special Ram TV that will only be happening once, at least for me, in our entire Ram TV career. We'll see you next week.